Hello everybody, we are finally back here with another stream. I know it's been a couple of days. Yesterday was mine and my wife's 2-year anniversary, so we didn't really do any streaming or anything yesterday because of that. And the day before, I was taking a day to kind of get myself ready for all of the grinding that we're about to do. Because we're gonna try and stack some more great ones before the new update hits. Since as of now, we really don't know when that's going to happen, so I want to try and stack a bunch of great ones if possible. Also, we do have a melanistic on the map. I actually did get a melanistic to spawn this morning, so we are going to get to see that, and we're going to take it out towards the end of the stream as well. Thank you, Connor. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, Turkey. Hey, Wapiti, how's it going? Hey, Maddox, Ben, Red Bandit, Gobo, Will, KG, Bo, Jefferson, The Hunted, Jacob's Channel, Clay Drew. Knox, thank you for the 5 months, dude. Really appreciate it. Constantine, how's it going? Hope everybody is doing great. And let's get the grind going. Nice, fishing with TJ. Oh! What? Yes! Okay. That... Oh my gosh, you don't see this every day. I saved this melanistic for this stream, and then an albino respawns in the same zone from my last run. That is amazing. That is something you don't get to see every day. Melanistic and albino in the same zone. That is really cool. Oh my gosh. I knew the melanistic was there, but this guy's brand new. That is so awesome. That's gotta be like the coolest thing that's happened on stream besides like great ones showing up. At least with the whitetail grind. That is awesome. We got a melanistic and an albino. Virtually side by side. That is awesome. Alright, well, we're gonna leave them till the end of the stream. And we will take them out side by side together. That is so cool. Goodbye, sir. Well, that's a great way to start the day. Also, guys, I made a big mistake. Pro made a big boo-boo, as you may notice. We don't have a whitetail zone in this area anymore. I may have turned it to a solo doe zone, and so I just went ahead and deleted the solo doe zone. And I realized that I have 2 or 3 shootable bucks at this zone now. So I decided to just make this the zone that we're grinding. I have no idea where this group went because it definitely wasn't the ones over here. Because that herd was already there, and for some reason it's got level 2s in it now. So yeah, we had to move things around. Also, I accidentally turned this zone into a solo doe zone as well as having the other full herd there. So now I have the 2 herds split between these 2 zones, which is not ideal either. But it is what it is. Just goes to show you got to be careful with your zones. You got to make sure you're not going to be shooting it down to 1 deer. Otherwise, you could have them completely move, like we just did. Indeed, Caitlin, I made a boo-boo, unfortunately. New to the channel, wanted to say good luck. You can also call me Levi with a long E. I don't know if I'll remember to call you Levi or not, but I appreciate you dropping by the channel. Appreciate you stopping by, my dude. But typically, I really just read whatever the screen name is because it's hard to remember. It's hard to remember a name if it's not the name that I see when I look down. Leviticus, how's it going, dude? You're back in the stand? Nice. That's awesome. Hopefully you get something good. Yeah, there's a buck. Let's get that big male down. Yeah, we had to move our setup around quite a bit, unfortunately. But I think it's still going to work out. Everything seems to be still pretty decent. We haven't lost any, like, kills per run, which is good. Okay, that level 1 gets to stay. It's just unfortunate, because I ended up deleting one of my favorite zones. And I have no idea where they moved to. Thank you, Duxton. It was pretty good. We went out to eat, then we went to the store and got some pie. it was a pretty fun day. Yeah, it's been like maybe a week and a half, Bo. 1.5 to 2 weeks. Channel growth has been ridiculous recently. We've been gaining about 150 to 250 subscribers every day, which is wild numbers considering we haven't even received the update yet. So it's been kind of mind-blowing to see happen. Typically, we don't get massive growth until the actual update hits. But the channel has seen some crazy growth recently. And I'm sure part of that has to do with all the Great One grinding. Because we have been getting some craziness happening on the Great One grind. I'm using the 300 Magnum, Jay. How many Great Ones do I think I'm going to get? I don't know. At the current rate, we're getting a Great One every 1 to 2,000 kills. And it takes me maybe 3 days to get to 1,000 kills, so I'd say if we get 1 Great One a week, then we can probably get 3 Great Ones stacked before the new map comes out, provided it's like a month or more away before we get the update. I think we can get 3 Great Ones stacked. It might take a lot of grinding, but I grind quite a bit every day, so I think it's feasible. At roughly 70 to 100 kills per hour and grinding 5 to 8 hours a day, I think we got it. I think we can definitely get enough of them here. The question is, how many do we try to stack to, or do we just continuously stack until the update hits? Oh, he turned. I kind of think that's what I want to try and do, just stack as many as possible until the brand new update. $227. Hey CJO, how's it going, dude? Hey Faded. Pretty much landed. Believe it or not, I actually do though. I play Pokemon Go, so I actually get out and walk a decent bit. Think about it this way, Landon. Doing YouTube is my job. Like, creating content is what I do for a living. And so it's the same as anybody else that's working their day job. Mine just happens to be doing content on the internet. So I get the same amount of time off of work as your average person. The only difference is my work is also my playtime. And I am incredibly grateful for that. There's not too many people that get to combine their work and their play all into one. Sadly, no Q-Shot, I don't. I've got a couple that are pretty high up, though. I think I have a Shiny 4. I have like a 94% Shiny Moltres. And I believe I have a 94 or a 96 from Rock and Roll Comde. Martin, thank you so much for the membership renewal. Really appreciate it. Got that beautiful red badge coming in. I see one. Where's the rest? There's the other. Oh. Accidentally hit the dough. It's been good, Martin. It's been good. Just did a little bit of grinding this morning. What do we got here? There should be a level 3 here. I saw it right before I stopped grinding. Yeah, there he is. There's a level 3, and then we also have a couple... Well, one more to take down. Oh, and also I decided to use the M1 today just to switch it up a little bit. Been using the M1 instead of the 308 the last day or so, just to make things a little bit different. Best way to find drink zones, just set it to their drink time and search all of the waterways that they can be at. There's really not much else to it. That's a good one. 263. Not bad. Solid diamond. Let's raise up the diamond counter. 296. That brings us up to 44 diamonds since our last great one. Oh, and also, guys, during the 2 days that I have not been streaming, I have got the current kill count up to 840 on whitetail since our last great one. So since I posted that great one video, taking down... Wait, where did these go? They just disappeared off the face of the earth. Okay. But anyway, as I was saying, during the last, like, 2.5, 3 days, however long it's been since we got our double great ones, I've got 840 kills. Spent about 4 hours last night grinding, as well as like 2 hours earlier in the day. Nothing here. Okay, we're gonna have to time reset. Yeah, Daniel, let's get a great one. Let's do it. I believe. We got this. I hope so, Tony. I hope so. That'd be so cool if we could. What rack do you guys think we're going to get next? Because I have no doubts that we'll find another great one before the update. I don't plan to ease up on the grinding anytime soon. Going to continue doing these long grinding days to try and get as much as we can. So, I got a feeling we'll get at least one, but I'm hoping multiple. But the question is, what rack are we going to get? Are we finally going to get one of the racks that we don't have? Or will we continue to get stuff like the crown rack? Or also referred to as the cluster rack. I've been calling it the cluster rack, but it seems like everybody else calls it the crown rack. It is the most common one. The one that we actually got as our second one on the map before we took them down. Definitely seems like that one shows up the most. Hey, VIPX, how's it going? Nothing there. Hey, Dalton. Yeah, we're having some decent luck today. We actually discovered an albino next to a melanistic that I was saving. So I got a melanistic to spawn this morning, a couple runs before I decided to start streaming, and so I left it for the stream. And then apparently in my last run before I went live, an albino spawned because it was the first thing we laid eyes on today. They're literally in the same zone as well. It's so cool. Half short rack, half tall rack would be cool. Like, are you talking about, like, big rack and small rack? I don't think those can be a 50-50. Because they're so far apart in, like, the weight ranges that can actually get that rack. But, it would definitely be cool if that was a possibility. If we could possibly make it happen, that would be amazing. But I sadly don't think it's possible. Could be, Turkey. I think it's going to be around that range. Next great one, whitetail is melanistic. If we get an ultra rare, I will scream. You guys will hear my voice hit a new octave that's never been known to be in existence. Nice fishing with TJ. That's awesome, man. Happy birthday. Yeah, CJ, I didn't stream yesterday or the day before, but pretty much all the other days during the week I did. What do you mean, ultra rare? So an ultra rare is a great one with a rare fur type. So like if I got a melanistic great one, that would be an ultra rare. If I got a fabled piebald great one, that would be an ultra rare. 255.31, it barely made it. Barely made it, but once again, another diamond onto the diamond counter. That brings us up to 297 of them. Crazy. let's do a quick little main menu. Hey, Duck, how's it going? Yes, we did. We did indeed. Yesterday was our 2-year wedding anniversary. My whitetail zones are all over, Leyland. I would recommend watching my Drop Time Great One video, because I include a map of all my zones in that video and talk about how I grind. Great place to go if you're looking for a bit of a guide, as well as a cool Great One video. Oh, and also, guys, I finally did it. Finally got a 275 whitetail. Cannot wait to show you guys that thing. I finally made it happen after thousands and thousands of whitetail kills. Between all the grinds that we've done recently and the grinds that we did in the past 2 years, I've killed 18,000 whitetail deer, and that's the first 275 I've ever got. The first time I've ever hit 275. Which is crazy. How big is its rack? It looks the same as a 271, to be honest. There's really not too much difference. The only big difference is the score is really high. Yes, Duck, that is 100% normal. They do it all the time. If it's a solo stag zone, they will move around quite a bit. Believe it or not, I think a lot of people don't know this, but if you see like 5 red deer stags in the same zone, that's actually 5 different solo stags. And so every time you kill one, they're not always going to go back to the same spot. There's Armella. Where's the rest? Armella's here. I don't see our albino. You know, I wish I could get a big melanistic. Like, all I want is a super rare melanistic, and I wouldn't even be mad if we never got a super rare again. Like, that albino that we got a few days ago was nice, but I just want a mela. I can't get a melanistic super rare red deer or whitetail for the life of me. Hey, Sonaldo, how's it going? Yes, I do, Sonaldo. That's pretty normal. That's just YouTube. Sadly, it's got a major bot problem. Whoa. How did he get over there? I gotta know. That is a, very resourceful deer, just teleporting. Got a 265 male red deer a month or so ago. Wow, TJ, that's crazy. Wish I had one of those. And we got a floater. You kidding me, man? Floaters, really? Sadly, no, Sonaldo. We don't have another great one on the map yet. It's been about 840 kills since our last great one. Ever since I killed those 2 for the video, we have not got a new one to spawn. But I'm hoping that today will be the day. We've been getting great ones at around 1,000 to 2,000 kills. So, you know, we're approaching 1,000 kills. Maybe we can get one to spawn today. But part of it is just luck, so gotta get lucky enough. Melanistic and albino are about the same, Koi. They're about the same. Not a ton of difference, but depending on who you ask, you'll probably get a different answer. From my experience, at least for whitetail, they're relatively similar. Seems like they spawn about at the same rate. Okay, we got 2 we can take down over there. I did kill a piebald last night that was in this zone over here. I was going to leave it for the stream, but because I accidentally deleted one of the herds, I wanted to kind of figure out what I could shoot and what I couldn't. And so I took him out so I could see exactly what was in the herd. There we go. Thank you, Crazy Clips. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Yeah, I hope it doesn't take too long, Logan. I'd like it if we could get ourselves another great one on the map somewhat soon. Because I really want to stack up 3. We've stacked up 2. If I could stack up 3, that'd be amazing. $192. $165. I don't know, Duck. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it does just keep me more interested. It really depends on the day, though. Corey, thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate it. Enjoy the green name and chat, special badge icon, all the awesome emotes, ability to use commands, access to private Discord channels once using Discord to YouTube, and access to my scrap content on the channel. Really appreciate it. Hope you've been doing great. Nice little 215 there. Plus Cultures, thank you so much for the super chat. What recorder do you use, like OBS? Yes, I use OBS for my recording, and I use Streamlabs for my streaming. Couple average size bucks over there. Holy Daniel, thank you for the membership, dude. Welcome back. This time as a Super Crow. Holy. Thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate it. Welcome back, Daniel. Welcome back. Hope you've been doing good as well. Hope you've been doing great. Yes, very true, Caitlin. It definitely does. It helps you not get demotivated as much when you're sharing all of the struggles with other people as well. There's a level 1 there. I don't want the level 1 showing up here. I like this zone a lot. So we're going to boop him real quick. Gosh, I love how quick and efficient our grind is now. Like, as long as I drop the deer on the spot, typically we can claim them super fast because of our setup. It's really made this grind just so much more enjoyable. Nice, that's a diamond as well. Nice little 258 diamond. That's going to bring us up to 298 diamonds. We're going to hit 300 diamond whitetail today, easy. What's my biggest great one? Red deer. 271, I think. It's either 271 or 272, somewhere in that range. Oh, it's about to hit 12. We're not sure, Team Evolve. Hopefully soon. Holy, Daniel, thank you for the gifted membership. Really appreciate that, dude. And congratulations to B-Boy. You are now a member of the channel. Thanks to Daniel's gifted membership. Okay, I don't see the shootable ones. Maybe they haven't respawned. Or at least haven't arrived at their zone. Oh no, there we go. There's one of them. Any more? Should be one more. Oh well, I think it's just one of them. Yeah, Johnny. Hey, I mean, you're in the chat more than anybody, so there's always a pretty good chance that you'll end up getting one when people gift it. Level 1, a doe. I think the other one is in there. There's a level 1 that I've been leaving there just in case we can get the others to turn to level 1s. I'd like to abandon another zone to even further increase the efficiency of my grind with more tents dedicated to fewer zones, but I have 2 zones that have just one new one, and they refuse to spawn anymore. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to increase the effectiveness of the grind too much more. Like a year and a half ago, Logan, actually. I did a face reveal way long ago. And did like 30 videos with a face cam as well. All you gotta do is type in Scarecrow face reveal and it'll bring it up. Just so you guys know, gifted memberships are random. There's no feature that makes it so you can gift one specific person a membership. Since I've seen a few people asking for it, it's random. There's no way to know who it's gonna go to. Daniel, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate the support, man. Do I have... Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, I think I finally did it. I think I finally got this zone to all be ones and then a fence rack 2. We'll give it a couple more runs, but I think we did it. I think I can abandon that zone finally. That is huge, because I didn't want to have to hunt that zone anymore. Can't believe that you remember me. Doing fine and hope everything is doing great with you. Love seeing you grow after I was here when you were just starting out. Feel cool like that? Well, welcome back, Daniel. Really appreciate you coming back to the channel. Yeah, the growth has been insane. It's been quite crazy over the last couple years. Okay, nothing here. This is a zone that doesn't get shootable bucks too often, but it gets them often enough that I have to keep a tent there. Hey, Joe Dog, how's it going? Not sure faded, hopefully soon. Nice, Julie, that's awesome. Yeah, I did. I saw the moose go aggressive on the EW live stream. Crazy. I think it looks so nice. Looks so good. Oh, I decided to start using the M1 just to switch it up, Kathy. That's literally the only reason, just to switch it up. Because I find that switching things up a little bit helps keep you interested. Like, switching up the guns you're using, switching up the way you're grinding. If you're getting bored, switching it up is always great. And that's another way that I keep myself from getting bored on a grind. Just switching things up, like the weapons I use, the way I grind. Like, sometimes I'll just stack diamonds just for the heck of it. Just to see how many I can get on the map during an evening. Same with rares. Sometimes I'll just leave them on the map just so they're there. Just to keep things more interested. Me too, Jacob. That'd be huge. That'd be so cool if they did. There is no Fabled on the map as of now, guys. So far, no great ones. But last time we were able to stack 2 of them. Also, here is the Melanistic and Albino that we have on the map. We will be shooting these later tonight. Or not later tonight, but later in the stream. You guys know what I mean. I don't see any other shootable deer, though. I think it's literally just these 2. This is the first time I've ever got 2 rare whitetail in one zone, so I'm actually pretty proud of this. Pretty proud that we got these 2 here. Spawned on back-to-back runs as well. We got this guy, and then I did one more run and started my stream up, and then we found this guy. So we have 2 rares in this zone that we're just gonna leave. We will kill them at the end of the stream, probably. Yeah, Kathy, I was blown away. We started up the stream, and I spotted the albino right after I had said there was a melanistic there. I was like, yeah, we got a melanistic in this zone, and then first thing I spot's an albino. Pretty wild. We might need to do a quick time reset just to get these guys into their zone. I swear, if anything's gonna make me go broke in this game, it's doing this. Trying to get one specific zone, or one specific herd to get to its zone. Later, BP, thanks for dropping by, dude. Oh yeah, exactly, Jacob. Nobody's gonna stop playing Way of the Hunter and Call of the Wild. They're very different. I've been saying that ever since Way of the Hunter came out. They are so different that they're not gonna take each other's fan base. For the most part. Call of the Wild's a bit more fast-paced and arcade style. Way of the Hunter's more realistic. Hey, Exotics, how's it going? I'm doing good, Lucid. Doing pretty good. I mean, that's really lucky if you found an albino diamond red deer before a great one. I'd say that's more lucky than finding a great one. Because in general, super rares are a lot harder to find. Okay, we got 2 we can take down there. Beautiful. Okay. That's a 2. I think we can shoot that. I'm pretty sure I had a level 1 in this zone. Just in case, I'm gonna hold off until I see the one. I'm paranoid after accidentally deleting those zones. Okay, there's the one. We can take down that 2. But after making this zone move from here to here, I'm paranoid to shoot anything that I'm not 100% sure if it's the last buck in the area. Last thing I want is more solo doe zones. If there's one thing that I don't like about grinding whitetail, it's that. The fact that I have to pay such close attention to not shooting a zone down to less than 2 animals. I wish that even if you did shoot everything in the herd, I wish they would always come back to the same zone. But sadly, it's just not the way it is. Crayfish, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Really appreciate it. Let's see who ends up getting it. Johnny got it. Nice. Hey, I told you, Johnny, you'd probably end up getting one. It seems like the gifted membership system on YouTube heavily favors people that are in the chat a lot. So if you guys are wanting to get a gifted membership and to increase your chances, being in the chat and in the streams a lot seems to be the way to get a higher chance of getting one of those gifted memberships. It really seems like that's the way YouTube does it. It rewards the people that watch the streams the most. But thank you so much, Crayfish. I really appreciate that, dude. Yay, Bron. Johnny got one. Let's go. What do we got here? Ooh, that is Diamond Potential 2. And another Diamond Potential 2. Okay. I don't think that one's going to make it, though. The rack looks way too tight. Zane, thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate it. Enjoy the green name in chat, special badge icon, all the awesome emotes, ability to use commands, access to private Discord channels once you link Discord to YouTube, and access to my scrap content on the channel. Really appreciate it. Did we get the first one? No. Ooh, we got it that time. I don't know if that was Vitals. It was the one that probably wasn't going to make it anyway. But welcome, Zane. Welcome to the channel, man. Really appreciate the support. Yeah, Colton, I've heard of him. I haven't really watched any of his content, but I do know who he is. 260. Yeah, it's a diamond. Okay, but can we get back-to-back diamonds from the same zone? Maybe. Let's find out. And nope. Kind of figured. Kind of figured that one would not make it. Let's add that to the diamond counter. 299 diamond whitetail overall. Crazy. None at the moment, Speedy. We stacked 2 of them like a week ago. Actually, not even quite a week ago. It was less than a week ago, but we killed both of those. Now we're going to see how many we can stack before the new map releases. We've been getting a great one every 1,000 to 2,000 kills on average. So I think we can get at least 3 stacked before the new update hits. We're trying to get that first one to show up. I'm almost to 1,000 kills since our last great one. So I got a feeling that we're going to get another soon. It's just going to be a matter of whether it's today or tomorrow or the day after. I got a feeling we'll get it before 2,000 kills, though, since that's been the trend. That has been the trend so far, so I'm hoping it will continue like that. Nice, Sunday, that's awesome. Nice, Maddox, congrats on the great one. No, Andre, as of now, we do not know when the update is coming. Most likely it'll be about a month, maybe 2 months at the most until we get it. Typically, we get the new maps in December, but they're starting to announce things earlier, so maybe we'll get it earlier. I'm really hoping we will. What did I hit? What did I just hit? That killed it very fast, and I aimed for the neck. I'm actually really curious what I hit there. First diamond was a moose. Nice, Jacob. That's awesome. Diamond moose look amazing. They are pretty insane. Got at least one shootable buck there. Two of them. Hey now. Oh well. What gun am I using? I'm currently using the 300 Magnum and the M1. Those are my two weapons of choice for the grind right now. Nice, Constantine. That's awesome. Oh, that's what we hit. Okay. That explains why it died so quick. Spinal cord and the intestines. Nothing yet deliberate. Hopefully we will be getting that first one stacked soon. Yes, Amanda, it will. What is the best whitetail map? It's going to depend on who you ask. It's more of a personal preference thing. There's, I'd say, two maps that are really good for whitetail, and that's Leighton Lakes and Revontuli. Leighton fits my playstyle more because all of the whitetail are only on the left side of the map, where on Revontuli, you got to search the entire map to find all of them. But a lot of people like Revontuli because it seems to have more whitetail deer, and they're not as much in the brush as Leighton Lakes. But I'd say both maps are quite great for whitetail deer. And then you got Rancho del Arroyo, which is kind of an okay map for whitetail. It used to be insane, and then they unfortunately nerfed the whitetail hunting on there, so it's not as good as it used to be. A lot of the lakes are super brushy and hard to maneuver around, so that is the downfall of Rancho in a lot of cases. And then there's Mississippi. Never hunt whitetail in Mississippi if you enjoy your sanity. If you enjoy keeping your sanity, don't hunt whitetail on Mississippi. It's a frustrating experience. But I'd say other than that, like, all of the others maps are actually pretty good for whitetail. It's just Mississippi that's not that great. They definitely will, Caitlin. I'm excited for that. No, they can be in the lower area too, Egg. They can't be on the, like, southernmost coast, but they can be on the, like, they can be on, like, 3/4 of the map. The only quarter they can't be on is the very bottom. But, they're still, like, below the middle in kind of the area between the bottom and the middle. And quite a few of them are down there, actually. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of people that have got great ones on Mississippi, Speedy, but that doesn't mean that it's an enjoyable grind compared to the others. You have gators constantly spooking things. Your whitetail move around quite a bit. That was the stuff that I immediately noticed when I tried to grind Mississippi. Let's be honest, once you get herd management going and you get a few thousand kills into the grind, pretty much every map, it's going to feel about the same. Once you get to a point where you're only using a portion of your zones, then it's going to be the same on all maps. But the setup process on Mississippi is just grueling. Because you're constantly having stuff get spooked off, which slows down how fast you can kill things. That's why I say Mississippi's not great. The gators are a massive problem. The only way that I can think of that you would have to approach Mississippi if you're doing a herd management grind is you would have to try and get all of the river zones where gators are to turn to ones first, and try to get the lakes that have gators to turn to ones first as well. You'd pretty much have to try and get all the gator areas to only have level 1 bucks so you never have to go there again. That's the only way that I can see it working out well. There's our albino. There's our Mela. I thought I saw another one up in the trees. We haven't seen any new bucks here in a while. I'm gonna shoot to try and get them to move around. I need to see if there's any more bucks in the back. No. Okay, so... we probably won't even need to hunt this zone much today until we take down those rares. Nice, Samu, that's awesome. Me too, Logan, it's gonna be great. I think I only see 2 we can take down here. Well, he died. I was thinking about taking another shot, but I didn't want to accidentally hit one of the does. Nice, Donnie. Got trolled by people who said they would give me diamonds and lied to get outposts for free. Yeah, that sounds about right, Zachary. That's why you don't trust random people you don't know. Especially in multiplayer Call of the Wild. I remember when I first started playing Call of the Wild in multiplayer, I found a diamond mule deer. And some guy said that he would help me find it, and then he shot it when we found it. So yeah, don't trust people in multiplayer unless they're people you know. Because it almost never ends well. How to get a great one? Just shoot bucks and hope you get one. That's pretty much all there is to it. It's just a random respawn you get from hunting whitetail, red deer, or black bear. And if you're lucky enough, one will spawn on your map. Pretty much all there is to it. Nothing over here, so that zone doesn't want to come back right now. No, if you mess up a great one, it actually turns to a gold, Blia. Turns to a gold, sadly. Can't trust Brobra. That is a Brobra thing to do. Very much so. I started making videos, like, almost 3 years ago at this point, Mammoth. Like, 2 3/4 years ago? Something like that. I was doing videos before that, but it wasn't like a serious thing. I was just doing it for fun with friends growing up, and that never took off. That never really went anywhere. And then like 2.5, almost 3 years ago, when the pandemic hit, I started the channel back up and was like, okay, I'm gonna take it serious this time. I'm gonna actually try to keep consistent. Nice, Ebron, nice. You know, that's actually a good idea. I might do that at some point. I might have somebody else join my map. Like Kill Clinton or my wife, or maybe Brober or Caitlin. Have them join the map and just get some close-ups of me shooting the Great One or something next time we get one on the map. Just so I can have some, like, B-roll footage to use for the video. Like, a different perspective. I think that could be kind of cool. Almost like the photo mode in Way of the Hunter. I think that could be kind of a cool thing to do. Oh, no egg. That's not good. That is, too close for comfort, I'd say. Couple decent bucks here, but no great ones. Come on, great one. Where are you? Yes, Ven, I think it would be cool. Nice, Caitlin, nice. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, be sure to like the stream. It honestly does help the channel out massively. A lot of people don't know this, but when you interact with streams and videos, YouTube is more likely to share it with people that aren't familiar with the channel. So it actually is a massive help, which is why you see a lot of creators ask about it. I personally don't ask about it too much during streams, but it really does help out an absolute boatload. It's crazy how much it helps. What's my favorite looking map? I'd say visually, Yukon is the prettiest map. It's not my favorite map to hunt, but I can't deny that it's the most beautiful map in the game. And then the new map, from what we saw Jaxiebeard show off, oh my gosh, it looks gorgeous. Still a little bit disappointed with the species list, but I get why the species list is lackluster with all the other stuff they're adding, so I can forgive that. The visual quality of the map, though, is amazing. I'm very impressed with the rivers. Like, those riverbeds look identical to a lot of the rivers and creeks that I grew up around here in Oregon. Believe it or not, it looks just like some of the rivers here in Oregon. Which is amazing. That really, like, sold me on the visual quality of it. Unfortunately, no, Blia. Talking in the chat doesn't count as it. On streams, I think the only thing is liking and sharing. I think those are the only two things that affect it. And obviously, concurrent viewer count will also affect how likely YouTube is to share it with other people. Because the way YouTube views it is, if a lot of people are watching, that means that my core audience enjoys it, and so then they're more likely to share it with more people. Yeah, Caitlin, I could imagine. I could imagine, because you live somewhat in that type of area, right? Or at least in, like, a similar state. So I could definitely see that. Two down. Oh, they do? Nice. I think so too, Kathy. I think it's going to be a better map than what people think it will be. I don't think it'll be a top 3 map for me, just because of no new species, but I do think it'll be a fun one regardless. I think it'll be better than what some people think. Oh wow, we actually got him. We actually dropped him on the spot. Crazy. Nice quickness, that's awesome. Yes, Ven, I am using the 300 just to kill them quicker. Also, guys, we're on a roll today. The deer are actually being very reliable, which is awesome. Love to see it. There is no links, Kathy. I don't believe there's links. I think that was just a placeholder, right? There's no links, right? Is there? I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure links was just a placeholder. Like the image and the name was a placeholder. Could be wrong, though. Yeah, it's Bobcat. It's Bobcat. So there is no links on the new map. It's just a placeholder image for the Bobcat. Because they're showing the map off a lot earlier than normal, so there's still a lot of placeholder stuff from the development. In a lot of cases, before they fully flesh something out and finish it, they'll put like a placeholder just so there's something there. And I believe that's the case with the Bobcat showing up as a lynx. That'll be a change whenever they get it done. Sorry watching you again because you helped me chill out for the past a week and a half ago. Love you, man. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, Elliot. But I'm glad that the channel can help you out. Glad that the channel can help you out, man. What animal is coming to the Yukon? I believe it's going to be Canada Goose. I believe it's Canada Goose, which is honestly kind of cool. It makes sense, right? Hey Bjorn, how's it going? Just started your Great One Whitetail grind. Really a big help for me at the moment. Nice, dude, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Nothing there. Okay, let's main menu. Hey Hunter, how's it going? How you doing? I would shoot the guaranteed trolls, B-boy. Since they're practically just a mythical, you know? So I would shoot those and just stack the actual diamond racks. Because they're going to have a higher score average. And getting as high of scoring ones as possible is really what you're aiming for. Because you want to drive that score up so that you can get more level 4s and below. Yes, Eurasian Widgeon is coming to Verhonga, Andre. Because they actually migrate there in real life. Oh, wow, Kathy, that's wild. So there's our Bino. Do you guys think we can get a third rare to spawn in the zone today? Because we have the albino and the melanistic in it. I'm wondering if we could get a third one to spawn. That could be crazy if we get another buck to come here and it's actually another rare. That would be just insane. I'd say go for it, Kevin. I mean, this is like the best time to get back into the game. The new update's got so much free content. The weapon skin system being added, the brand new map, which that one will be paid, obviously, but there's a lot of free content coming along with it. A lot of animals being moved to old reserves that didn't have them previously. A lot of improvements to the models of some of the older species, as well as a new great one. Like, this update is jam-packed. The weapon skins are my favorite, though. I think for Way of the Hunter, their priorities right now are getting... well, probably a new map soon. I would imagine we're going to get a new map somewhat soon for Way of the Hunter. And I know rares are on the cards for them as well. And I think maybe, other than that, like some more guns, I think that's their near future stuff for Way of the Hunter. They've been kind of quiet about it, though. They gave us the roadmap a while back and have not really announced anything that's upcoming until, like, a few days before its launch. So they've kept pretty quiet about it. So most of the stuff that I just mentioned, it's all just assumptions based on their roadmap. When is the new map coming out? As of now, we don't know, Josh. Most likely in a month, month and a half from now. I'd say about a month. I think that's when it's going to come out. Another level 1. Okay, I don't want a 1 here. That's not good. Gotta kill that guy. Do not want another level 1 in that zone. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for too, Kevin. I feel like they desperately need to add the rares to Way of the Hunter to really give you more replay value. Because right now, like, all we have to search for in Way of the Hunter is 5 stars. Yeah, I've checked the Hidden Lake. It's all does and level 1s for me now. So I no longer have to hunt the Hidden Lake. Oh no, Jammin', that's not good. That's not good at all. I'm sorry to hear that. The new muzzleloader will come with the map. Well, it's not about the animal species having a low amount of species or a high amount of species, Sivert. It's the fact that there's no brand new species. That's the thing. That's why we say that the new animal list is lacking for the new reserve. Now, it's not a bad thing. I've also stated this, but I've noticed that people just pick out the part that where I said that I'm not super impressed with the animal list. That's not to take away from the other stuff that's coming with it. The animal list is lacking purposely so they could focus more on the free stuff. Like, I get that, but it doesn't change the fact that the list is lacking new species, so not as many people are going to be interested in the map as previous maps. Because part of the excitement about a new map in many cases is the fact that there's usually new species to grind for. New rares to collect. New diamonds to go for. But it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing that there is a lack of new species, because the rest of the update is just so good that honestly I can forgive it. I can forgive the lack of new species because the update is so good surrounding it. Yeah, I like the list of animals. It's just the lack of new animals is what makes me not be as excited for the map as I am the rest of the update. What do you mean 270 Nitro? There is no 270 Nitro gaming clips. If you're talking about the 470, that comes with Verhonga Savannah. Oh no, Daniel, an hour? Gosh, dude, that's rough. Hopefully you get it soon. And hopefully it makes diamond as well. Do we have a great one on map right now? Not yet, Catch and Cook. We're trying to get that first one on here. We're very close to 1,000 kills since our last great one, so I got a feeling he's going to show up soon. We've been getting great ones anywhere from 1 to 2,000 kills, so I'm hoping that he'll show up today. If I stream for like 3 hours or so, maybe even 4 hours, we should be able to get past 1,100 kills. We started the stream with 840 kills. And I can get anywhere from like 70 to 100 in an hour. So I'm hoping that we can get that great one to spawn during the stream. There we go. What was my first diamond? My first diamond was a red deer off of Parque Fernando. The new gun is going to be an inline muzzleloader, a more modernized muzzleloader. It's going to be pretty cool. Yes, Lee, if a level 1 shows up in my good zone, I will kill it. Unless it's the last buck in the area. So, I gotta explain this a little more in depth. Let's say I have 3 bucks and a doe in one of my favorite zones. I will keep one level 1 and the doe. That way I don't ever shoot that zone down to a solo doe zone. You always want to keep 2 deer in your zone, or else there's very high chance that if you kill all except 1, you won't have any of the respawns return to the same zone. They'll create a new herd. And so I will leave a level 1 if it is the last buck in the zone in a lot of cases, if there's only 1 other deer there. Like if there's a doe and 3 bucks, I will keep a level 1. But if there's like 2 does and 3 bucks, then I would want all of the bucks to be level 2s or higher. In the good zones, that is. In your favorite zones. Alright, later, TJ. Thanks for dropping by. Hey, Ario, it's going good. It's going great. I don't know if it started the obsession, Caitlin. I've been obsessed with red deer ever since before I even played video games. I just always thought they were so cool. Alright, once again, we're going to hope that there is nothing above a fence rack in this zone. If I continue to see nothing above a fence rack, we can officially abandon the zone and dedicate these tents to better locations. I think that's our fence rack 2. Yeah, it's the fence rack too. Guys, I think we can do it. I think we can remove at least the claiming tent from this area. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna remove the claiming tent. We're gonna optimize our setup even more. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good to get to remove that tent. What's the deer count for the day? I haven't been keeping count. So it's just gonna be an estimate as always, but how long have we been streaming, guys? How long have we been streaming? If I know how long we've been streaming, then I can kind of get an estimate of how many we've probably killed. I think we managed to get 90... I think we said it was like 95 kills an hour if the run is going good. But I rounded it down to like 90. We've been going for an hour. Okay, and we've been doing decent. There's been a little bit of slowing here and there. I'd say we've killed at least 60. We've got at least 60 kills on the day, I'd say. Definitely, Maddox, definitely. I agree with that. The 4570 is very lackluster right now. Like, it's strong, but not as strong as it should be. Doesn't have as good of range as it probably should. Me too, Maddox. A bolt action 7mm would be insane. That'd be so good. Okay, that's new. I need to get this zone to turn to level 1s. I don't want to have to go here anymore. Just because it's kind of brushy. And I have to run from the lodge just to get to it. So this zone is really slowing down the grind. Honestly, I'm not going to go claim that. That's too much running. I stream 5 days a week, Josh. The only days I don't stream are Wednesday and Saturday because I take those days off to record. But other than that, live every day. Hey, Thunder, how's it going? It is Class 9 already, Thunder. It's just not super strong. 4570 is kind of lacking in power versus its IRL counterpart. That's more of what we're talking about. There's Armella. You see, every time we go here, one of them is here and the other isn't. Where's the albino now? And only one of the does is here. This zone is weird like that. It's a very weird zone. Nice, CJ. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get one, Kathy. They're so hard to find, but I would love to be the person to find one. No, it's not, Panda. Tent is not too close. That I can guarantee to you. It's not too close. I have optimized these setups perfectly. No way it's too close. See, we're 67 meters away from where we currently are. Yeah, we're like 180 meters away. That's perfectly fine. It's just the way this zone is. Some of them are late every single time. Is it possible to get an albino great one? Yes, it is. For whitetail deer only. Any great ones so far? Nothing yet, Thunder. Hoping to get one soon. There we go. We got those to show up. There's one we need to take down. Struggling so hard with timing right now. With my reds grinding about 5 lakes and a river stretch. Just cannot get round to every zone in time, so disheartening for the grind. Well, the thing about grinding is it really doesn't matter if you get there within the time. You can just reset the time and continue going. In many cases, I don't ever worry about like the drink time ending or anything. As long as you're hitting all your zones, it doesn't have to be in the same time reset. It's not going to affect your grind if you can't hit all of the zones in the same time reset. This is the 300 Magnum Welch. It is a part of the Yukon DLC. Yes, Salty, it will. You do have to leave the game, though, and then enter back in, or go to the main menu and enter back in for it to do that. But yeah, it will respawn if you don't claim it. I've been claiming all of mine, though, because I've got a theory that it makes it harder to get great ones if you don't claim them. Really seems that way, because most of the people that I see try the no-claim method end up taking a lot longer to get their great one, on average, so I got a feeling that it's better to claim them. I feel like it definitely will make it so you get your great one faster. No way to prove that, but just off of the stuff that I've seen, it really seems that way. Yeah, that'd be cool, Davis. I wish they would as well. Elephants would be really cool. It would also be pretty difficult to add, I think. Like, the more I think of it, I wonder if maybe it's not just the whole, like, controversial factor that keeps them from doing it. I imagine it's also just the technical limitations of the engine. It's not illegal, Logan. They sell tags to take out bulls that actually cause trouble in the herds. A lot of times the older bull elephants will actually attack the younger ones. And so in many cases they will auction off permits to be able to hunt one of those old bulls that is causing trouble to the herd. And it actually helps them out when you do that as well. Because those older bulls, they're not breeding anymore, so they're just causing trouble for the ones that can breed. And so, if anything, it actually makes it more difficult for them to reproduce and keep the elephants going. A lot of people don't know that either. There we go. Now we got a more efficient setup here. Beautiful. Love to see it. Yeah, definitely, Johnny. Definitely. There's definitely some places that I imagine have much higher populations than other for sure. That's a diamond potential 2 there. Beautiful. I don't think we got vitals, but it's just a level 2. There we go. I saw so many of those comments, bro, where I was like, wow, I didn't know that was actually a thing. Where are most of my whitetail zones? They are all over the left side of the map. All over the left side. Pretty much any body of water you can think of on the left side, that's where they are. That would have been a diamond. So let's add that to the diamond count. That would have been our 300th diamond, so there we go. $300 diamond whitetail. In total, throughout all of our grinds throughout the last 2 years, or 2.5 years, 3 years, however long it's been since the Great One released. Hey, Plus Cultures, how's it going? I would look up some guides for it, Plus. It's kind of difficult to explain without actually showing. I would look up some guides for it. There's tons of guides about OBS and Streamlabs on the internet. Would definitely recommend looking it up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Panda. I just feel like it does not work as well, which is why I've kind of avoided it over the years. The only ones I don't claim nowadays is just, ones that I either don't hit vitally or ones that are just insanely far away. But everything else I try to claim because I really do feel like it impacts how quick you get your great one. I mean, I've seen people get great ones off of the no claim, but even they were claiming diamonds, right? So maybe I imagine that they probably got their great ones off of claiming a few. I'm pretty much convinced that not claiming anything is not going to get you a great one. It definitely seems like it affects it. But again, it's just anecdotal. It's just my experience, just what I've seen. So it could be false. It could still be the same odds, but it really feels like it's not the same odds. Hey, TNC, how's it going? The only thing you missed was we have 2 rares in one zone that we're saving. We're gonna shoot those at the end of the stream. Other than that, though, you haven't really missed too much. We got a few diamonds, but nothing crazy. That's very rare, Sonaldo. Very rare. Don't see those too often. That's pretty much deer everywhere, Volter. It's not just a Revon Thule Coast thing, it's just whitetail in general. On every single map, you're gonna have a few that are late. It's because in a lot of cases, the deer have to travel to their zone. Especially respawns, if it's your respawns that are being late. They still have to travel from wherever they spawn. Yeah, I think we can fully abandon this zone. Oh, it feels so good, man. Feels so good to be able to abandon it finally. That's crazy, Duck. That's crazy. You know, I wonder if those ones that we turned to level 1s, I wonder if they were the bucks that sometimes ended up here. I wonder if I'll be able to abandon this zone too soon. Because I haven't seen anything come here at all today. Just been this little level 1 here. I think soon we'll be able to abandon that zone as well. And that'll free up another 2 tents. Yeah, Abron, I think it definitely affects it. Like, definitely think it affects it. I haven't recently, Angel, but I have played with Flinter in the past. We've done a few videos as well as a couple live streams. Yeah, that happens, Volter. It happens on Leighton Lakes too. Nobody knows why, but that's just how it is. My thoughts are that it's probably included in the game to make it a little bit less predictable. That's the only thing I can think about, is that maybe it's in the game to make things less predictable. Make it harder to do grinds like this. Yeah, I watch Flinter. I do indeed watch Flinter. Yeah, James, I've actually done it before. We got a great one whitetail to spawn. I kept grinding. Like 1,700 kills later, we got the second one to spawn. And I took both of them out at the same time for a video. It's crazy to witness. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, the 275 whitetail are hard to find, man. Only seen one. And the 276 is even harder. I think there's only been like 2 or 3 people that have ever killed a 276. On the current scoring system, that is. Crazy. There's our little doe. Yeah, the others are not here once again. Pretty typical for this zone, though. When is the update? Nobody knows as of now, Connor, but it'll probably be like a month away. If I were to take a guess, I would say it'll be about a month from now. This zone, too. This zone's always weird. Try main menu. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Salty. I think it'll be middle of December. Alright, so the ones that we need to take down are not there yet. So as we're turning more zones into zones that no longer have any shootable deer, I'm probably going to try and add 1 or 2 more zones to the grind. Like, I wouldn't mind getting another zone here to have a few shootable bucks. I don't know which one, though. I mean, neither of them are in the open, really, so... One of the things that's kind of making me second guess, but... That's a 3. Probably never, Gunner. I don't like Mississippi that much. Grinding on Mississippi is probably the least fun grinding I've ever done, besides, like, Black Bear on Silver Ridge Peaks. I'd say Black Bear on Silver Ridge Peaks and Whitetail on Mississippi are 2 of the least fun grinds I've done. They just were not enjoyable for me. But some people love those grinds. I personally just don't. There we go. Got her down. Nice, Buffalo. That's awesome. Swanee, thank you for the 20 months. Holy, 20 months as a member. That's crazy. Really appreciate the support. Holy, that's a diamond as well. Diamond Whitetail number 301. Sadly, no, Tom, I don't have a Black Bear Great One. I wish I did. But they just have not been fun for me. Alright, let's add that to the diamond counter. 301. And 49 diamonds since our last great one. There's one, and this guy's over here. Yeah, Black Buck, I definitely think there is something to it. And I think that once you get a grind to be super efficient, kind of like how I've got mine now, it's actually not that bad to claim everything, right? Like, it actually still gets you pretty high kill counts, and honestly, I'll take a little bit longer time claiming everything over it taking thousands more kills to get a great one. In my opinion, that's a good trade-off. Yeah, exactly, Ebron. You don't go broke either. Because not claiming everything really does just break the bank in Call of the Wild. Especially if I were to do that, I would go completely broke in Call of the Wild. Because I do so many time resets to try and force deer to get into their zone quicker. I couldn't do a no-claim grind. I would break the bank. You'd see my money go from 14 million down to like 0 super quick. Level 1. Okay, we didn't want to level 1 here, so he's gonna get shot. What exactly is a troll? A troll is a max level animal that doesn't make diamonds. So if I had a level 3 whitetail and it didn't make diamond, that would be a troll. Does a troll level 3 whitetail help with stacking? I'd say it probably does, Mackenzie, but it's definitely better to stack the high scoring diamonds than like trolls and low scoring diamonds. But it'll still help. I kept all the troll level 3s on my map as well. Hey Blitz, how's it going? Yeah, I remember you mentioning them not getting to the zones. How was neither of those vitals? Oh well, it's whatever. So I started changing time to 9:15 or 9:30, so I figured maybe it would make them spawn a little bit closer to their zones. Think it worked. Found like 8 new zones, didn't even know I had. Nice, Blitz. Yeah, I don't ever reset time to the beginning. You may have noticed that whenever I'm grinding here on Layton, I reset the time to 11, only an hour before the end of their drink time. Or hour and a half, depending on the zone. Because I've felt that it gets them there quicker. I also feel like it's just better because it's more visibility, less fog. And so I've just been doing that. And it definitely seems like it works good for me. And then if I find a zone that's not there, I'll just spam time resets until it shows up. And that has worked out very well for me. Oh, no worries, Thunder. And thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Come on, please, no shootable deer here. 1, 2, 3. Four. And then we have that level 2 fence rack somewhere as well. Yeah, I think we can abandon the zone. I think we can officially ditch this zone and dedicate this tent to a better location. Need to grab this stand first, though. Jeez, cultures. Yeah, that's crazy. Exactly why you gotta claim everything. Like, if you don't, then you lose a lot of money. Yeah, definitely, Blitz. Because like I mentioned before, like, they have to travel to their zone. So it makes sense that resetting the time to a later time would get them closer to those zones. Yeah, Daniel. I mean, as long as you know where they're going. Man, I think we can abandon this zone. I so badly want to do it, but at the same time, I'm afraid that we'll remove the tent and then I'll get a respawn there and not know about it. When do you shoot the level 1s? The only time I ever shoot a level 1 is if it's in my favorite zone. If it's in one of my zones that I consistently grind, that's when I will shoot level 1s out of it. But in general, you want most of your map to be level 1 so that you don't have to hunt those zones ever again. So I try to get the zones I don't like this one that's in the reeds. I try to get zones like that to be all level 1s. That way I don't have to worry about them. Well, with this type of grinding, I actually have to abandon a lot of my zones, Metzrule. With herd management, the whole goal is to get most of your zones full of 1s so that you can abandon them. That way you can only focus on a few of your best zones and get very consistent diamonds. Okay, no respawn here. Later, Ebron, thanks for dropping in. Nice, Marky Mike. That's awesome, dude. Congrats on your great one. How many zones do I hunt for whitetail? So I've got 69 zones on my map, or 68, somewhere in that range. And at this point in the grind, I only hunt about 15 of those zones. Maybe 20 at the most. Okay, there is our Mela. There's our albino. Okay, so they're all here this time. I don't see a fifth one, though. Sometimes we'll get a fifth one here. But yeah, this is pretty crazy, guys. I spawned this melanistic before the stream. I did one more run after that and then started the stream up, and this guy apparently respawned from that run. So we have 2 rares in the same zone, which is amazing. Too bad neither of them are diamonds, but it is what it is. This one's still going to score pretty well. This one, not as much. I'd like to get a really big melanistic. None of my melas are huge. I think actually this guy might be my second biggest melanistic ever. I think my best one scored like 217. And sadly, it was one of the ones I got before they pushed out the trophy lodge fixes for the Rancho update. So it switched from a melanistic to a piebald after that update, unfortunately. So I don't even have it anymore, really. Very sad. Quite tragic. But it happens. What's my favorite gun in all of Call of the Wild? I like the 308. It's so good. That actually is my goal, Blitz. I want to get them side by side because I want to make a YouTube short out of it. I think 2 rares side by side would make a fantastic YouTube short. And I want to get them side by side so I can really get a good look at them next to each other. What do I think is better now, Way of the Hunter or Call of the Wild? I think Call of the Wild's better in the current state, content-wise. Obviously, they're not really super comparable, as Way of the Hunter is a realistic game, and Call of the Wild is more leaning on the arcade style of hunting games. But for me personally, I like Call of the Wild more right now. There's just a lot more to do in the game. That's a nice 3. And, but however, I do think that future potential, Way of the Hunter's got more future potential than Call of the Wild. I think Way of the Hunter could be crazy good once they push out some updates to add stuff like rares, new maps, new animals. If they push out non-typicals before Call of the Wild does, then that'll be insane as well. That's a pretty big diamond there. Try to get him to go broadside. Well, what is the distance? 287, perfect. Good to know. I gotta say, that's probably gonna be a 260s, maybe 270s if we're lucky. That looks like a big one. I think it's gonna be 260s, though. Nice, we got them both. Yeah, I figured it probably was Blitz because it didn't look as mass heavy as the 270 racks do. It looks like the mid 260s rack. I'm using both of them, Reezy. I just got bored of using the same gun, so I switched it up. We'll probably end up going back to the M1 eventually, though. Or not the M1, but the 308 eventually. I just like to switch it up so I don't get bored of using the same stuff over and over again. I do need to buy more 30-06 ammo, though. I know there should be lots of other options, Vert Freak. I stream in 1080p, so that should be an option there. Later, Gearman, thanks for dropping by, dude. Really appreciate it. Hope you've been doing great. What's the best way to discover zones? Just switch it to their drink time and walk around all of the areas they can be. You may need to do it multiple times, as sometimes deer are not at their zones. But that's really the only way that you can do it. Just go through the areas where they can have drink zones during their drink time, and eventually you'll find them all. Just a matter of putting in lots of time to search for them. Unfortunately, there's no easy way to find zones for any animal. It floated! No! It's the worst. Thank you, Archie. Really appreciate it. Probably gonna do a short with the 2 albinos. Wait. Oh, that one, Kathy. Yeah, that's gonna be a full video. I mean, we got a super rare that stream. That one's definitely gonna be a full video. I just gotta get the intro and stuff recorded for it. How many diamonds do I get a day? I don't know. I don't know the exact number of diamonds per day. I get roughly 1 diamond every run, though. And I can do... I mean, I'd say I get about 15 to 20 diamonds a day. Because there are some runs where multiple diamonds show up. So I'd say a safe bet would be like 15 to 20 diamonds every day. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great, Caleb. When's my next vid coming out? It should be tomorrow, Davis. Tomorrow we should have a random wheel video coming out. Oh yeah, Mets, the albino lion grind takes a while. That's a tough grind. Well worth it, though. Well worth it. Nice, Joe. That's awesome. It's a fun series. I actually really I really enjoy Prehistoric Hunt. It's a fun game. And the last update they did made it even better with the customizable trophy lodges. Such a cool feature. 267, that's a biggin. Nice little 267 diamond. We lost a lot of time waiting for him to float, though. That was unfortunate. Hate it when they float. The literal worst. Oh, that was our 50th diamond since our last great one, by the way. It's been 50 diamonds since the last great one. I saw that, Blitz. I've never been lucky enough to get one of the rares to score legendary in that game. I've had 2 albino pteranodons, an albino brachiosaurus, and a melanistic pteranodon. That melanistic pteranodon video went crazy as well. Just out of nowhere. I don't know what was so wild about that one that made it do so well, but it was crazy to see. I already updated the diamond count, Mason. We already updated it. Just got the short noti of the albino lion. Really, Duck? That's crazy. I posted that at, like, what, noon? YouTube's slacking, man. YouTube's slacking on the notifs. I wondered why that one was doing considerably worse than all the other shorts. That makes sense if YouTube just failed to send out notifs. Doesn't surprise me, though. YouTube sucks at getting notifications out 9 times out of 10. I don't know what's up with that. You'd think that they would be able to get all the systems in their platform working properly with how big of a company YouTube is. But nope, they still can't get everything right. I love YouTube, but they just, they drop the ball on some areas, especially when it comes to sending out notifications to the people that want them. Around 2,000, Tom. Well, actually, no, it's about 1,800. 1,800 diamonds between all species. But as you can see, like 1,200 of those are red deer and whitetail, like 1,250 are red deer and whitetail. So all the other species, I've got about 550 combined. What is my favorite map for diamonds? I'd say just diamonds in general. My favorite map for them is Silverage Peaks. It's a really good map for diamond hunting. Okay, so now that we got that one zone to turn the way that we wanted, we can get rid of probably this guy. Actually, wait a second. I think that's a solo. Is that a solo buck? It might be. All right, we're gonna have to be careful. I'm not gonna shoot the one yet. We're going to give it a little bit of time, because I think there's a solo buck here, and I don't know which one it is. So I need to go check the tracks. They go to level 9, Blitz. They go to level 9. Alright, let's see. If we find a zone here that says 1, then okay, this is 4. I mean, that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem good. We might have a solo buck here. I'm going to hold off on shooting it just in case. Because I genuinely can't remember if there's a solo buck here. If there is, then I don't want to be shooting an extra one just in case. Yes, solo buck, though. Exactly. Pretty sure I accidentally made one of these zones a solo buck. Yeah, it's crazy, Logan. Time just flies by during these grinds, I swear. Like, anytime we get to this point in the grind, time just flies by super fast. I think it's because we're finally at a point where we can pretty reliably know exactly where our deer are going to be, and so it's a lot easier and less tedious. How to get so many diamonds? Herd management, Levi. Recommend checking out the video I have on the drop tine great one whitetail deer. I included a herd management guide in that video. Would highly recommend watching it. It explains exactly how I increase the amount of diamonds that I get. Do you think the Bobcats will be Bobcats? Or do you think the Bobcats will be the Mexican Bobcats just with a name change? Oh, they'll definitely be just a name change, Mr. Lazy. We've seen the history of animals being added to... like, old animals being added to new maps with a name change. Typically, they don't change anything but the name. Like, mountain lions and pumas are exactly the same across the two maps. They're just named different because of the location. So I think it'll be the same way. I think it'll probably just say Bobcat. Let's get these to move. I need to see if we're going to get any shootable bucks in here. All right, nothing there. What guns do I mainly use for deer? If I want to get a full score on them, then I'll use the 308 or the M1. But if I'm just grinding and want to get them down quick, I'll use the 300. Well, yeah, but they're actually different. They're actually different turkeys, though, Mr. Lazy. With Bobcat, I think they're just gonna toss them on there and call them Bobcat instead of Mexican Bobcat. Because that saves a lot of time. Makes it so they don't have to rework the model. What's my favorite map? My favorite map is a toss-up between Tiabaroa, Revontuli, and Silver Ridge Peaks. I'd say Tiabaroa is my number one, and then Revontuli and Silver Ridge Peaks are pretty close. I'd say it would probably have to go... Tiabaroa, Revontuli, Silver Ridge Peaks. But if you asked me like a year ago, I would have said Silver Ridge Peaks is my favorite, so really depends on like the changes they make to it. I think this next update with Mountain Lion time being changed will probably bump Silver Ridge Peaks back up to my second favorite. But we'll see. The 300 is 75,000 and it comes with the Yukon DLC, Logan. Okay, so I don't think we have our respawns back here yet. Yes, CJ, watch my Drop Tine Great One Whitetail video. It'll include the guide in it. Nice, Austin. Nice. Very cool. Nothing here. Okay, they're gonna be taking their sweet time, it seems. Yeah, me too, Mr. Lazy. I think the coyotes desperately need to be remodeled. And they need a size increase as well. And a class increase. And honestly, I think with the Red Fox getting a rework with this update, I would not be surprised if eventually we do get a coyote update. Seems like they're trying to rework a lot of the older species. To just make them more visually appealing in general. Nice. Yeah, exactly, Logan. Like, I don't know why they made the coyotes so tiny in this game. Nice, Liam. That's awesome. Glad you enjoy the content. Exactly, Mr. Lazy. They're an interesting model. Definitely an interesting one. I really hope they get a rework someday. Like I was saying, I think they will. I think they will rework the coyotes eventually. Yeah, the customization is going to be so huge. I'm so excited for that. Oh, definitely, Kathy. They definitely are. They're one of the older species in the game as well. Which probably is why they're a little more lackluster. Because a lot of the newer models actually look pretty crazy good. A lot of the newer animals in the game look a lot better than the old ones. Which, like I was saying, it makes sense. They've had more experience. They've been able to kind of fine-tune things. Parquet or Tiawaroa? Tiawaroa every day. Yeah, Gaming Clips. You can use the muzzleloader on deer. Definitely, Mr. Lazy. I am a little bit worried how the wolves are going to affect the moose grind, though. If the wolves affect the moose grind pretty badly, then I might grind the new map for moose. We'll have to see how it goes. I play on PC, Logan. They are with this next update, Blitz. I don't know if you saw it, but the whitetail are getting a rework. They're going to improve the models of them. And the nose was a big thing. The nose is getting improved in the update. Actually, just the entire face of the whitetail is getting improved. The coloration on the face as well. I'm pretty impressed with it. I think it's a major step up from the current whitetail models. It's such a subtle change, but it makes all the difference. Yeah, me too, Kathy. I'm a little concerned on how the wolves are going to affect the other hunts on there. Oh no, Oski, that's not good. We don't know, Davis. They have not told us much about it. Alright, don't want to shoot those ones yet. I still need to go check the zone again and make sure that I'm not going to end up deleting the wrong one. Or shooting the wrong level one. I need to make sure there's at least 2 in our primary herd. Oh no, Declan, that's not good. That'd be cool, YTH. I might try that at some point, but it would be kind of difficult. But like you were saying, it'd be crazy if we could do it. Let's see if we can find a 1 zone. That's a 70 to 85 male. Crack. 55 to 70. This is the one that we just picked up. What is there any more? Well, I don't know. It's so tough to tell. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to keep an eye on this zone. Make sure nothing else shows up there. None at the moment, FaZe. None at the moment. We're trying to get that first one to spawn. What's my favorite gun? I like the 308 the best. That would be cool, Logan. That's not what they're doing, though. They're just redoing the model of the whitetail, not the actual racks. The whitetail antlers are not getting changed in this update, but the actual models of them are. I imagine that eventually they'll probably work on the racks as well, but that's a much taller task than just a remodel of the faces of them. Completely revamping an entire true racks would be a pretty big project. It'd be very, very sad, Night Warrior. Maybe, Duck, I don't know. We've been going for like, what? Almost 2 hours at this point? I'll probably go for like another hour. But as for whether or not we'll get the great one in that hour, it's hard to say. I'm hoping that I'll get it today, whether it's on stream or off stream. That way we can at least get one of them on the map. Yeah, me too, Davis. The customization is going to be sick. Super excited about it. Super, super excited. Maybe, TNC. I don't think it'll be anytime soon, but I hope eventually we will. There's our Bino. There is the Mela. Do we have any more bucks here? Nope. Okay, so this zone is still just those ones. You have to keep manual count, Dre. There's no way to know like individual counts unless you've been keeping track yourself. I've been playing Call of the Wild ever since the first pre-release beta back in 2016. Back in December of 2016. How many zones I have on the river? Way too many. I don't even know the count. Too many. And no respawns here yet. Not sure, Mythic. Not sure if it's possible. I don't think it is. Maybe it is, but I don't know. I don't play console, so I don't really have too much I can help you with there. To be honest, I don't play with the music on Night Warrior, so I don't even know the music of any of the newer maps. Since I do content creation, I keep the music off so that I can put my own music in the video afterwards without having it overlap the in-game music. Thank you, Logan. Is there a release date for England? Sadly, no. Nothing yet. These coyotes are here every single time. Every single time when I reset the time, we have a group of coyotes traveling. And also, neither of these herds are here still. Some weirdness going on. If you take a look at my Drop Time Great One video, Duck, all my zones are on there. I have an actual, like, a map with all the zones on it in that video. That'll be more helpful than me just opening my map on stream. Okay, there's the 2s. Beautiful. You good, Caitlin? You good? Hey, Ridge, how's it going? Or is it Ridgy? I'm guessing it's Ridgy. But how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. 2.5 hours later, can't find him. That's not good, man. Nice watching your streams again. Shoot me a message whenever you want on Discord. Good luck. All right, man. Thank you so much for watching the stream. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, dude. Holy. Smoking them. Yes, Logan. I have about 4,500 hours put into Call of the Wild. A lot of it is just having played the game an absolute crap load. Sadly, no Jaden. There's no release date yet. But I imagine it'll be about a month away, if I were to take a guess. Yeah, there's a deer there, and actually that's 2, I believe. Couple over there as well. Smoked them. Nice, HC. That's awesome. Ah, no, it's a floater. Stupid floaters. Despise them. The floaters, man, they're the worst. Yes, Logan, that's probably my favorite part of the new map is the actual visuals of it. I think it's a gorgeous map. It really has me excited to try and grind on there. Because it'll be a nice change of scenery from the current grinding maps we do. How many kills until my first Great One Whitetail? My first one took 3,750. Oh, this is why we keep a tent here. This is why I've been keeping a tent here. We just randomly had one of the respawns go over here. And it's a level 3. Holy. It doesn't mess with the spawns, Tristan, but I definitely feel like it takes people longer to get great ones when they don't claim. 271 max weight. Let's raise up the diamond count to 303. 51 diamonds since our last great one. Beautiful. That's a solid buck. Yeah, it's a big one for sure. I've already got past that point, Drizzy. Yeah, Marshall. Pretty solid one. Yeah, Mets, the way that I see it is I feel like Call of the Wild will continuously be the top hunting game for the next couple years. But I think after a couple years, Way of the Hunter will be able to catch up. once they add stuff like rares, a lot of people are gonna love playing Way of the Hunter just for that. And then, obviously, when they add more maps, they've already got 2 of them planned, so I think Way of the Hunter will catch up eventually. It's just gonna be a matter of how long is it gonna take. Ooh, there's another 3. See, we're getting some at zones we haven't seen them at in a while. This is why I always check these zones, even if we haven't seen anything here recently. How far does the tent need to be from the zone? Anywhere from like 180 to 220, depending on who you ask. Oh yeah, Duck, they'll look amazing in Way of the Hunter. I can't wait to see what they do for rares. Imagine they do something like randomly generated piebalds. That would be sick. That would be so crazy. Maybe, Daniel, that's what I'm thinking. It could be. Starting to see some 3s pop up. I swear, if this next great one shows up in this zone, that'll be crazy. That's a diamond. 258, and that is diamond 304. Beautiful. Love to see it. Yeah, Blitz, I'm pretty convinced that you gotta claim them in order to get higher chances at great ones. Because when you think about it, people still get great ones with not claiming, right? But they're still claiming diamonds in most cases. And so they very well could have just got one of the great ones from the few diamonds that they were claiming. I am very convinced that you need to claim in order to get your great one more consistently. Definitely seems like they pop up quicker if you claim everything. There's our little Bino, there's our Mela. Do we have any new ones here, or is it just these 2? I think it's still just these 2. I still can't believe we have them in the same zone. That is so sick. I cannot wait to take those out at the end of the stream. Hey, Cantor, how's it going? Hey, Deer Slayer. Never use 223? Yes, never use the 223. You will regret it. This zone's a weird one. I'm still getting used to how these ones show up. Yeah, Deer Slayer, they spawned on 2 separate runs as well. I got the Melanistic to spawn probably 20 minutes before the live stream. I got the Melanistic to spawn. I did one more run around my map. Then I started the stream. We checked that zone, and there was an albino there as well. So back-to-back runs, a rare spawn in that zone. Pretty cool. Pretty happy with that. It's gonna be nice to take them, like, next to each other. Oh, that's diamond potential. Hold up. That's a diamond potential. I almost blasted it with the 300. We need to get it to stop, so... think we got it. We'll go check it first. Yes, I do tax all the rares I find. Rares and great ones and super rares are the only things I really tax. Because they're the things that you can't really get more of with herd management from what we know. Herd management gives you lots of diamonds, but from my experience, it does not seem to increase rares or great ones or anything like that, so I do tax all of my rares. I think we messed up that shot. Definitely looking like it. Yeah, it's non-vitals. Rip. We hit a little bit far back. I don't think I did, Zyphon. I don't believe so. To be honest, I haven't gone in the Way of the Hunter Discord since the last update. I pretty much only go in there to check patch notes and stuff like that. So I haven't been in there recently. Please don't be a diamond. It's whatever if it is. It's just a small rack. Hey, CJ, welcome back, dude. Welcome back. And, yeah, I wouldn't have made it. We're good. We're good to go. Some weird bug, gigantic animal. Interesting. I'll have to check it out then. Hopefully cheating hasn't become a thing in Way of the Hunter. That'd be tragic. Hey, Isaac, you didn't miss too much. We got a few diamonds down. We have actually 2 rares in one zone. I think that's the best thing that that we've had happen is we've got 2 rares in one zone today. And they're pretty good looking rares as well. What do you mean, why did I shoot the 1? I shot a 2. Yeah, Zyphon, yeah. Just makes me wonder, like, why? Obviously, I haven't seen them yet, so I don't know what you're talking about exactly, but if there's animals that are scoring higher than normal, it makes me wonder why. Like, is it a bug? Is it intended? Is it something that they, like, stealth added to the game? Because I haven't actually seen it yet. Do they actually look visually different, or do they just score really high? No, I didn't shoot a level 1. Visually different? Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check it out later. And we need a time reset. Nice, Maddox. That's awesome. Congrats on that. Congrats on the great one. Sadly, no, Levi. I've always wanted to hunt red deer, but not too many locations in the US that have them. And I personally don't like traveling, so I try to avoid it as much as possible, but maybe one of these days I'll go to Texas and try for a red deer hunt there. Because I know some of the ranches there do have red deer. That's about the only chance I'd get at red deer, though, sadly. Really? Just like that. Okay. Thanks, Beavers. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I didn't need that tripod anyway, right? I didn't need it. I knew it would happen eventually. This area is kind of sketch. Okay. Hopper, you gotta get out of here. It's gonna fall down again at some point, probably, but it is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do to get your stands up. That's a decent one. No, Elsie. I think they're both good in their own regards. Way of the Hunter and Call of the Wild are quite different. I personally try not to compare them because they are such different gameplay styles. If anything, I'd be more likely to compare Way of the Hunter to the Hunter Classic. I feel like they are more similar than Way of the Hunter and Call of the Wild. Oh no, Caitlin, that's not good. Would I film it if I did? Oh yeah, if I ever got to go on a red deer hunt, for sure I would be recording it. Nah, Sven, I just enjoy streaming in general, so I don't mind answering the same question a few times. It's just part of it. Yeah, I bet, Welch, I bet. Yeah, I'd really like to go hunt in Texas one of these days, because they really do have a lot of options to hunt species that normally aren't even in the United States. Texas is just one of those unique places where it's hot and dry enough to where you can have a lot of species from around the world, like African antelope species, crazy stuff like pure David's deer that you really just don't see in other areas. And I'd love to be able to do that one of these days. That's a good 3. It's a decent level 3 right there. 263 minimum estimate. Not too shabby. That's a new one. Yeah, I don't want him here. Not want that guy there. Well, he'll go down. No, Chris, I don't. I don't. Okay, he's gonna be behind them. Where's the other one? There should be one more shootable buck. I'm expecting him to run out of this brush. Yeah, there he is. It's a 2. Finally, we hit a shot. 10 years later. Well, to be fair, Kathy, Way of the Hunter has released a lot more recent than Call of the Wild. So you've definitely not had as much time to play it as Call of the Wild. Not worth chasing that one. We gotta wait for this diamond anyway. Gotta love the floaters. The worst part of the grind is waiting for the floaters. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can hunt in Texas, Wes. There's so many different options. Which is why I'd love to have a hunt there one of these days. So much stuff that you just don't get to see anywhere else. Here we go. 264. Okay, so almost bottom of the estimate, but still it's a diamond regardless. Let's get that diamond count raised once again to 305. We've had like, what, 7 or 8 diamonds this stream so far? That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Definitely cool. There's a lot of stuff that needs adjustments in Call of the Wild. Animal classes, weapon classes, that type of stuff needs a lot of rework in my opinion. A lot of stuff they could do to make it better. No, Rick, I don't leave one level 3. I shoot them as they spawn. I have got past the stacking stage. I already updated it, Dusky. 305 was the new updated number. Does herd management work on Xbox? Yes, it should work on any platform. Should work regardless. That's what I'm saying, American Gaming Kid. I want a Texas game reserve more than anything. Give us a Texas game ranch map in Call of the Wild and I will be so happy. And make it have like some of the more crazy exotic species. Like give us pure David's deer. Give us the white stags. Give us the white elk. Give us the Watusi cattle. Give us some of the more interesting African antelope species. I'd love to see them do that and just make it crazy. Because they'd have pretty much limitless possibilities. Yeah, I think if they're ever going to do another US map, it's got to be Texas. It's one of the most requested US maps I see throughout the community. Like East Coast United States was highly requested. I think it was the number 3 probably. Obviously number 1 and number 2 are Africa 2.0 and Australia. Those have been requested a lot. The third was definitely East Coast US, and I'd say the fourth is like Southern United States. More specifically, like I was saying, Texas. Texas is a very highly requested map. Nice, Matthew. That's pretty good. This herd being weird once again. It's almost like one of the groups that uses this zone just does not get here at the same time as the other one. Yeah, Duck, you better do it. You better stretch for sure. Gotta make sure you're keeping good posture as well. There we go, a little time reset, and now we got our deer here. One of these turned into a 1, and I don't know which one it is. So, yeah. Are we talking about the Ocella turkey, Walker? Speaking of that, I always wanted the oscillated turkey on Rancho. I was really hoping that Rancho would come with the oscillated turkey. Was so sad when it didn't. But I understand, you know, they mentioned in that release stream, or the reveal stream for Rancho, that oscillated turkeys, unfortunately, were just too difficult for the game to do with the super vibrant peacock-like colors. So they weren't able to do those, but Ocella turkey are a little bit different. They're not quite as bright, but they do have some colorful hues throughout their feathers. But definitely not to the extent of the oscillated turkey, so I could see Ocella turkey being a possibility. That'd be a cool thing to have in the future. I think they could definitely make that work. Yeah, Gould's turkey is another one. Got a couple solid bucks here. Not seeing all of them, though. There's the other one. Of course, after I shoot, he pops out. Stop zigzagging. Oh, well. That's never been a thing, Ian. You never have had to find all your zones to start a grind. It's just if you're doing herd management, it is very beneficial to have all your zones. But there's never been a requirement to have all of your zones to do a grind. That's never been a thing. It's helpful, but it's not required. I have got multiple great ones without having all my zones. It's just very helpful to have them all. Out of all my kills, I have about 1,800 diamonds, Crazy Dog. Most of those are red deer and whitetail, though. As we've got like 1,150 diamonds between whitetail and red deer. And then all of my other diamonds combined bring it up to about 1,800, probably a little bit less. It's kind of hard for me to gauge my exact diamond count because there's been a couple different updates throughout the years that have messed up my codex. And so it's got incorrect values regardless. I have no way to know my exact counts. Killed my first piebald today. Nice, Christine. That's awesome. Or Christy, that's awesome. Not sure, Dre. That's very strange. Whitetail deer, Jake. We're trying to get some whitetail deer great ones. You have a decent bit of bird diamonds as well, Marshall. A lot of ducks from back in the day when ducks were like the easiest diamond. That's a big 3. That's a good looking 3. Not bad. That's a good one. No, Ridgie. As of now, we don't really know what the Great One Moose looks like. However, Jaxie did say that one of the variations of it has been teased already. Like, it's already been circulating around. There was an Instagram post that showed a moose, and apparently that is one of the least impressive variations of the Great One Moose. 271.80. It's a good one. 306. There we go. Not too shabby. I think that's our biggest diamond of the day. Oh, I'm just switching it up, West. Nice, Levi. That's awesome. When is the update coming out? No news on that as of now. But my guess is 1 month from now. Typically, we get it like mid to late December. I would imagine it'll be the same this time around. How long am I gonna play? Not sure, Trevor. We're gonna go for a decent bit today. Really in a grinding mood as of now, so... I think we got him. I think we got the one that we wanted. 1-1. Yeah, we dropped him on the spot. Beautiful. Nice, Quentin. Yeah, probably catch and cook. That'd be my guess as well. Probably the second Tuesday of the month. Either the first or second Tuesday of the month is my guess. Because Jaxie did say on the stream that we're a lot closer than we may expect. So I got a feeling it's got to be either the first or second Tuesday of December. It's got to be. Could be wrong though. All right, Dre, no worries, dude. Nice, Jillian. What's my favorite great one? I like the red deer the most, but the more that I'm hunting the whitetail, the more I'm starting to enjoy them. So I might end up liking the whitetail great one a little bit more. It's been a lot of fun. And like some of the racks just look so good for them. There's a lot more variety with the racks of the whitetail. But it's so close between them. I enjoy them both quite a bit. The only one that kind of falls behind is the black bear, because there's just not as much special about it. Or not that there isn't a lot special about it, it's just there's no antlers, so it's kind of hard to get more variety with them. And plus black bear are just tough to grind. So I just have a hard time enjoying the black bear great one as much. But with whitetail and red deer, it's pretty close. I think the moose is going to be up there as well. I think moose will probably end up being either my second or third favorite, depending on what the variations look like, though. And how grueling the grind ends up being. I don't really do too many collaborations, Jake. I pretty much only play with Kill Clinton nowadays. Not to say that I wouldn't do collabs with other people, I definitely would, but most of the time, it's hard to work out collaborations with most people, and Kill Clinton and I just happen to have very similar schedules. And Brobra, well, Brobra's a friend as well. Like, he's not just a content creator, he's a friend as well. Same with Kill Clinton, we're pretty good friends, so naturally I do a lot of stuff with him. Now the Bino is not here. I'm telling you, every once in a while they just kind of alternate which one is not at the zone. Sometimes they're all there. Sometimes 2 of them are there. Sometimes 3. Exactly, BP. Give me some moose antlers on a black bear and I'll hunt them. I need them. Nice, Wes, that's pretty awesome. I think that's bigger than my personal best. I think my biggest one's like 5'11 or 5'10. That's pretty big. Hey, Barry boy. Later, B-boy, thanks for watching, dude. Guys, we don't do shoutouts. I don't do shoutouts because if one person asks for a shoutout and I give it to them, the next thing you know, there's like 20 people asking for shoutouts. So no, we don't do shoutouts when you ask for a shoutout. The best way to get a shoutout is to just be a good member of the community and just behave in chat, you know? Don't break the rules. That's a good way. I think it was just that one there. Where's the final member of this herd? It might not be respawned yet, because last time we only shot 1 out of each herd. So that might affect it. Nice, Jake. Have I done a vid with Flinter? Yes, I've done 2 videos with Flinter and like 3 or 4 live streams. Good times. Hey, Turkey, welcome back. I used to stream on Twitch, Ian, and then I moved over to YouTube once. Once the YouTube channel started kind of taking off, I started just moving everything over to YouTube because there was more people on YouTube than Twitch. And in general, a lot of people that watched on YouTube didn't have Twitch, so I decided to just dedicate all of my energy into YouTube instead of trying to mix it between YouTube and Twitch. But yeah, at one point I did do Twitch as well. And one of these days I might return. Because it is good to have a second option in case something happens to YouTube. Because you never know. One day YouTube could just randomly shut down, and then I'd just be out of luck if I didn't have something else going. So one of these days, I'll probably bring the Twitch back. Or if another platform becomes big, maybe I'll get going on there. You never know. So many possibilities for the future. Yeah, that other one didn't die, I don't think. Or at least not quickly. Nice, Clay True. Hey, Micro Raptor just dismounted me. Thankfully remembered the attack target whistle. Yes, that thing is a lifesaver sometimes. Okay, no response here yet. Yeah, we definitely have got a few that haven't returned yet. Want to race to see who can get a diamond whitetail first? Sure, Catch and Cook. We'll see. Currently stacking red deer diamonds. I have 3 so far. Tiawaroa is the best red deer map IMO. Love the channel, man. Keep on keeping on. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate that. And I agree. Tiawaroa is pretty great. Fantastic map for red deer. Definitely my favorite. It's hard to say what an actual max score would be, Christy, as they do have true racks, but the largest known diamond whitetail is 276. I believe 2 of them have been shot. But it could always get higher if somebody gets a crazy true racks that just goes wild. Because I've seen a couple scenarios where people thought that a max score was one thing, and then just out of nowhere we have one that ends up scoring higher. I think whitetail was one of them. For the longest time, people thought 275.5 was the highest they could go, and then just out of nowhere, somebody got a 276. And I think one more of those has been found since then. Possibly more. But there's also a lot that probably never get posted online. So for all we know, somebody could get like a 277 or a 278 whitetail one of these days. But as of now, 276 is the biggest one we've seen. Shot a female roe deer yesterday because I just wanted to, and it was a pieball. Nice, Trippy. Nice. What's my loadout? Currently, I've got the 300 Magnum, the M1, and the 22 on me. And then my tents for whenever I need to replace one that gets taken down by beavers or something. Of course, we got a floater. Floaters, man. Yeah, I got a 291 back in the day, Real Deer Slayer, but that was before they lowered the scoring on them. So you used to be able to get 290 whitetail, but they don't reach 290 anymore. They did some changes to the score requirements and had to lower the maximum scores they could reach because of that. And so since then, the biggest one that we've seen somebody get was 276. And there's only been a couple of them taken. I've heard rumors of 277s, I've heard rumors of 280, but haven't actually seen any confirmation of it, so as of now, the highest we've seen is 276. Oh, geez, Wes, that's crazy. What gun is that? This is the 300 Magnum. Actually, you know what, Dragon Ball? I'll just help you out. Let's just, real quickly. There we go. $275.5 is your biggest. Nice, Cody. That's awesome. Your albino lion spawn. Nice, Mets. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. Yeah, but we'd be less demanding next time, Dragon Ball. How about that? Maybe that'll go better for you the next content creator you try to talk to. Just in general, it's not good to go into somebody's stream demanding that they read your messages. That's just a good way to get hidden. Take the disrespect to somebody else's, not mine. Get out of here with that crap. Level 1 there. Yeah, that's a good one, Jake. That's pretty good. I'd say most whitetail above 270 is great. Pretty much anything 270 plus is a really big diamond whitetail. If you get over 274, then that's massive. Jeez, Cactus, that's crazy. You got a melanistic silver. That is awesome. Melanistic mule deer are so beautiful. So gorgeous. Still just these 2 bucks here. I still can't believe we got these 2 rares in the same zone. Like, that is insane. I cannot wait to take those 2 down. Yeah, Deer Slayer, that was my thought as well. Like, it's just in general, just plain rude. And there's a lot of messages you guys couldn't even see because they get auto held for review by YouTube. But he's been demanding for me to read his message for like probably 5 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and take down these rares now that I think of it. We've been streaming for quite a while. And my wife just got dinner made, or lunch, dinner? One of the two. I've lost track of time today. I guess it would be lunch because I woke up and ate breakfast and got straight to streaming. Let's reset the time and go main menu. Let's try to get the these 2 rares down. Something like that, Zyphon. Something like that. I lose track of time sometimes when it comes to what meal I'm eating. Let's go take these beautiful rares down. I want to get them both at the same time, though. So I need them to be side by side. I really want to get them both in frame for a YouTube short. So if we could get them both in view at the same time, that'd be fantastic. If we could get them to die on top of each other, even better. See albino, and there's the melanistic. Crazy. I can't believe these guys spawned in like back-to-back runs. We got this guy to spawn. I did one more run, went live, and then this guy spawned. And so now we have 2 in 1 zone. Crazy. I'd love to get them to die like on top of each other or side by side. I think that would look really cool. Oh yeah, I could do that. That's right. You can use the ATV to push them. That's right. But it's not the same. Like, for the sake of a YouTube short, I'd like to drop them on top of each other if possible. The problem is, one of them is always off to the side of the other. Every time we've been here today, they're kind of off to the side. We always get one clustered up with the does and then one that's kind of doing his own thing. Huh? That was 150. What? That was 150 meters away and it spooked it? Huh? No. That's never happened before. That's crazy. So for those of you that don't know, if you're 150 or further away, you can shoot next to them to get them to move. If you're within 150, you can shoot straight in the air and they will not spook. So that was really odd. That was only 147 away. And it's somehow still spooked. Normally I can get clear up to like 100 meters, even within 100 meters, and shoot straight up and they will not spook. That was a weird thing there. We probably need a main menu as well. Hello? Thank you, Call of the Wild. Nice, Duck. That's awesome to hear. BMXer, please don't repeat the same question over and over again. You gotta give me time to respond. There's a lot of people in here. We're focusing on trying to take down 2 rares, so I'm not looking at chat quite as much. You gotta give me some time, man. Be patient. But that's a DLC. The night vision ones are a DLC. Oh, that's so close. They're so close to being side by side. Once they go calm again, I'm going to shoot into the air and see if it does the same thing, because they should not have spooked from that. Although, maybe one of the does was still... I guess it's possible that one of the does might have still been alert, and then if she started spooking, the rest would have followed. That is a possibility. But I got to test this again. Just for my own curiosity, I gotta test it again. Alright, they're calm. They're all calm. We should be able to just... See? That's what's supposed to happen. They're supposed to go alert. That's what normally happens. That's why I was confused. Normally I can do that and they'll just go alert and move around a little bit. However, they're not close enough, so we need to try and get them closer. No worries, BMXer. Just in the future, remember, you don't have to spam the same thing. Like, it takes me a little bit to read every message, so give me a few minutes. If I don't respond, then you can ask it again. There's the albino. The Mel is closer this time, I think. Yeah. He's a little bit closer. We might be able to get them. This might be our chance, actually. Oh, yes, walk that way. He moved right as I shot. I think we can still get him, though. That was unfortunate, though. He did that kind of like rocket deer move. Come on, stop. Where did he go? Hello? Pop out, please. It happens. We've got a better bino anyway. I feel like sometimes I get way too focused on speed in some of these scenarios. I wanted to get them dropped on top of each other. And unfortunately, we missed it because of that. To be fair, though, I think it did move as we shot. Actually, to be honest, this will probably make the short better, Caitlin. Because now I can just say that I failed hard on 2 rares in 1 zone. I'm going to have to look back at that in the editing, though. And see if it moved as I shot, because I think it did. Let's see, though. What does this guy score? 189. Nice little melanistic. Pretty cool. Love to see it. Give it a quick tax. And let's go try to see what happened with that buck. I think it moved as we shot, but maybe I hit a bit far forward. It died right there. It was literally like right behind the tree. We've already killed a couple a little bit better than this one, though, so again, I'm not super disappointed with it. We'll get better ones in the future. It is unfortunate, though, regardless. Let's see what happened here. What happened with this guy? Yep, he started to move. So I think it probably would have been okay if he hadn't have turned his body. Also, that's an impressive shot. I somehow missed this scapula and hit the other one. 210. Surprisingly bigger than our last albino whitetail. Still good looking, though. I mean, it's not going to change what it looks like in the lodge. That's the good thing, at least. But yeah, that was unfortunate. That was really unfortunate. Of course, he had to turn right as I took the shot. I probably shouldn't have took the shot, though. Probably should not have took the shot. Cool, though. Still awesome rares. I think that's going to do it, though, guys. I got to go eat some food. And, yeah, hopefully we can get this great one to spawn within the next couple days and then get a couple more on top of it before the update. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Hope you all enjoyed the stream, as always. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I do 5 live streams a week and daily uploads, so lots of content. But I will see you all in the next one. Peace!